Okay, so today we're going to talk about standard form of a line that would be in the form ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are all integers, which means they're whole numbers, not negative, not fractions or decimals. So for this first example, it says what are the x-intercepts of 6x minus 9y equals 18? It's supposed to be the x and the y-intercepts. So to find the x-intercept, you just ignore the y and solve for x. So you divide both sides by 6, so you get x equals 3. So the x-intercept is 3 comma 0. And then for the next one, to find the y-intercept, you just ignore the x. You plug this in and you get 18. You divide both sides by negative 9 and you get y is equal to negative 2. And so your coordinates are 0 comma negative 2. Now, what we could do with this is we could actually go over here to this graph and we can plot these. And this one, check it out so you see. Go to 3 comma 0 and I can put a dot. So go to 3 comma 0 and put a dot. Go to 0 comma negative 2. And you could technically go ahead and graph a line right there. So you have the line, that's what it looks like. Okay, pretty simple, pretty easy. All right, moving right along. What is the graph of 2x minus 4? What you need to do first is find your x-intercept, so ignore the y. So now you divide both sides by 2. And so now you have x equals 2. And then go ahead and plug in for a y, so ignore the x. And then you divide, or so then y is negative 4. So my x-intercept is 2 comma 0 and my y-intercept is 0 comma negative 4. So now I can graph these pretty easily. If I go ahead and do that, I'm going to go to 2 comma 0 and I'm going to go to 0 comma negative 4 and then I can connect my two lines. Boom, there's what that one is. Okay, pretty easy, not too shabby. Moving on, what are the graphs of x equals 3 and y equals 3? Now, x equals 3, what you got to think about is you're constantly at the point, you're constantly at when x is 3. So if I come over here and I go anywhere at x equals 3, you can see that everywhere I'm at, that makes a vertical line. Okay, what about where y is equal to 3? Well, here, where y is equal to 3, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go where y is equal to 3, and it's there. Whoop, that's not right. That's not right. Let's get out of that way. That wasn't right. So when we do that, we can go ahead and plot the points when y is equal to 3, so you can just, oh, you know what's doing is messing up with the other line, so we'll just get that out of there. So we'll turn this guy off. And so if you look at this one, yeah. So if you go to y equals 3, just put dots at 3. Anywhere where y is 3. You can see that that makes a horizontal, undo that. That makes a horizontal line. It makes a horizontal line, and that's what we want to use. So it just makes a horizontal line all the way through it. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Okay, write the equation in standard form. Now for this one, what you got to do is, all you really got to do here is, to get in standard form, you got to make this with no fractions. So the magic number here is 7. So I'm going to multiply both sides of my equation by 7. Okay, so then what happens is I get 7y equals, okay, and then that 7 cancels out, and so now you're left with negative 3x plus 5. Now my goal is to try to get this where the x and the y's are on one side, so I'm going to add 3x to both sides. I'm going to add 3x to both sides. So then now I have 3x plus 7y equals 5. That's the standard form. It's an ax plus by equals c form. Pretty simple, right? Okay. This is going to be an example. Just so you don't have to worry about this too much. Just want you to think about it. A festival sells rides for 50 cents each and the game tickets for 20 cents each. You have $5 to spend on tickets. Write an equation and graph that Write an equation and graph that describes the items you can purchase. What are three combinations of game and ride tickets you can purchase? If you can solve this and give me this, this could technically be your ticket to leave for the next day in class. So hopefully you get this over the weekend and everybody has a safe weekend. Have a nice day and